You were repairing. You were repairing. Didn't he get any points? Didn't he get any points? Did it cause? Did it cause? He has to take his dog for a walk every evening. He has to take his dog for a walk every evening. Weren't we always masseuses? Weren't we always masseuses? Envelope. Envelope. The situation is beyond the power of human understanding. The situation is beyond the power of human understanding. He always reads a book before going to bed. He always reads a book before going to bed. Where did you graduate from university? Where did you graduate from university? I understand the rules. I understand the rules. Are there any cooking demonstrations today? Are there any cooking demonstrations today? I was defeated. I was defeated. Yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes, I understand what you're saying. You'll sing a century later. You'll sing a century later. I did not throw. I did not throw. I don't think as fast as you. I don't think as fast as you. The electric can opener makes it easy to open cans. The electric can opener makes it easy to open cans. You should drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. You should drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. It's fun. It's fun. Problem solved by my friend. Problem solved by my friend. He'll be away all week. He'll be away all week. Can you repeat? Can you repeat? Shouldn't there be a philosopher every week? Shouldn't there be a philosopher every week? The movie starts at dawn. The movie starts at dawn. They were burned. They were burned. Our team will be in the office. Our team will be in the office. What happened? What happened? Can you burn? Can you burn? Let me see yours. Let me see yours. Was he coming last year? Was he coming last year? Do you have a fever? Do you have a fever? Broke 10 years. Broke 10 years. Coral reef. Coral reef. Is our stepbrother the interviewer? Is our stepbrother the interviewer? Let's set some goals for the next quarter. Let's set some goals for the next quarter. They need help. They need help. Is everything okay? Is everything okay? May allow 4 p.m. May allow 4 p.m. The city they visited last summer was New York. The city they visited last summer was New York. He should call his family more often. He should call his family more often. Also take a look. Also take a look. What is the weather forecast for today? What is the weather forecast for today? The movie, which was released last week, is a complete comedy. The movie, which was released last week, is a complete comedy. Did not stay often. Did not stay often. Tear up. Tear up. I wish I could overcome my fear of public speaking. I wish I could overcome my fear of public speaking. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. You can't learn if you don't listen to the teacher. You can't learn if you don't listen to the teacher. Can you get me a glass of water? Can you get me a glass of water? Would measure. Would measure. You are getting better. You are getting better. Who is our friend? Who is our friend? They were arguing about the movie they were watching. They were arguing about the movie they were watching. Were my cousins CEOs? Were my cousins CEOs? How many apples are in the basket? How many apples are in the basket? Can you come with me? Can you come with me? He won't come to the party if he doesn't know anyone. He won't come to the party if he doesn't know anyone. The museum was closed today for renovations. The museum was closed today for renovations. The situation is beyond human imagination. The situation is beyond human imagination. He loves watching the sunset on the beach. He loves watching the sunset on the beach. Won't you referee at noon? Won't you referee at noon? He is too self-centered and does not consider the feelings of others. He is too self-centered and does not consider the feelings of others. We shouldn't create every day. We shouldn't create every day. Children are playing with their toys. Children are playing with their toys. What's the problem? What's the problem? The cake my mom made is delicious. The cake my mom made is delicious. Our half-sister was a model. Our half-sister was a model. We don't talk to each other like that. We don't talk to each other like that. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? Additionally, are we ranking? Are we ranking? She was trying on different outfits for a job interview. She was trying on different outfits for a job interview. You don't become a beekeeper at noon. You don't become a beekeeper at noon. Part of the meeting. Part of the meeting. Our children were artists. Our children were artists. Shoppings means buying something from a store. Shoppings means buying something from a store. 5 nights later he is mayor. 5 nights later he is mayor. We will speak tomorrow. We will speak tomorrow. He could finance it right away. He could finance it right away. The book was written by Mark Twain. The book was written by Mark Twain. The black cat crossed the street in front of me. The black cat crossed the street in front of me. To be honest, he has $2. He has $2. His father was a translator. His father was a translator. I am determined to be proficient in English. I am determined to be proficient in English. You did not act as a watchman one day ago. You did not act as a watchman one day ago. I will come. I will come. Leave here. Leave here. About 5 minutes away. About 5 minutes away. My sister was driving the car. My sister was driving the car. He will be painting the living room this weekend. He will be painting the living room this weekend. He often cooked. He often cooked. I cheered for my team at the match. I cheered for my team at the match. The blue sky is more beautiful than the gray one. The blue sky is more beautiful than the gray one. We like to go shopping on the weekends. We like to go shopping on the weekends. The error was repeated several times. The error was repeated several times. Let us do it. Let us do it. What did I touch? What did I touch? That man is too tall. That man is too tall. Pleased. Pleased. These cakes look delicious. These cakes look delicious. We shouldn't be interested after 3 p.m. We shouldn't be interested after 3 p.m. What is the cost of this item? What is the cost of this item? Debris. Debris. Her neighbor was a model. Her neighbor was a model. Not everyone is as honest as you. Not everyone is as honest as you. The concert is scheduled for next week. The concert is scheduled for next week. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Whose bag is this? Whose bag is this? Can I try this on me? Can I try this on me? After 2 seconds, wouldn't I be suspicious? After 2 seconds, wouldn't I be suspicious? Do you have liquids in your hand luggage? Do you have liquids in your hand luggage? Should not see. Should not see. They cleaned the house together. They cleaned the house together. I will book the hotel before I leave for the trip. I will book the hotel before I leave for the trip. The restaurant we went to last week had delicious food. The restaurant we went to last week had delicious food. By the time he arrives at the station, he will have already boarded the train. By the time he arrives at the station, he will have already boarded the train. The exam was very difficult for most students. The exam was very difficult for most students. Isn't he back next week? Isn't he back next week? Fill in the blanks with a word or phrase from the list. Fill in the blanks with a word or phrase from the list. Do you eat apple? Do you eat apple? We were watching. We were watching. Is there a limit to how many of these discounted items I can purchase? Is there a limit to how many of these discounted items I can purchase? My mission. My mission. Can we set up a meeting to discuss this further? Can we set up a meeting to discuss this further? What is the purpose of your trip? What is the purpose of your trip? Were our grandchildren tailors? Were our grandchildren tailors? The movie starts at 10 a.m. The movie starts at 10 a.m. He's a bastard. He's a bastard. Years of engineering? Years of engineering? I eat apples while my father sleeps. I eat apples while my father sleeps. Then it may appear. Then it may appear. Can I have a piece of guacamole with my meal? Can I have a piece of guacamole with my meal? Our music has been carefully selected to create a relaxing atmosphere. Our music has been carefully selected to create a relaxing atmosphere. I can't go to the concert. I already have plans. I can't go to the concert. I already have plans. I'll just take some time and take it back. I'll just take some time and take it back. It bores me. It bores me. One, his eyes are brown. One, his eyes are brown. I have to take a shower before going out. I have to take a shower before going out. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I am a locksmith every year. I am a locksmith every year. After I finish my work, I can go home. After I finish my work, I can go home. I wasn't speaking at 3 a.m. before. I wasn't speaking at 3 a.m. before. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. Should not be cooked every week. Should not be cooked every week. Led by their captain, the team demonstrated great teamwork. Led by their captain, the team demonstrated great teamwork. Tommy, you need to eat something, you look awful. Tommy, you need to eat something, you look awful. We were decorating the house for the holidays. We were decorating the house for the holidays. Shouldn't it roll? Shouldn't it roll? When I woke up, he had already had his breakfast. When I woke up, he had already had his breakfast. Don't I sometimes question? Don't I sometimes question? Students will attend a science fair next month. Students will attend a science fair next month. Let's make our own personal opening. Let's make our own personal opening. Some kind of food. Some kind of food. Does it harvest after 1 second? Does it harvest after 1 second? Shall we vote at dawn? Shall we vote at dawn? I usually wake up at 7 in the morning. I usually wake up at 7 in the morning. Once I got lost in the city and had to ask directions. Once I got lost in the city and had to ask directions. I have never seen Istanbul. I have never seen Istanbul. The cable company is coming to set up our new internet connection. The cable company is coming to set up our new internet connection. We played board games with our friends. We played board games with our friends. His grandfather is a singer. His grandfather is a singer. He is learning to play the guitar. He is learning to play the guitar. Do they create? Do they create? Can I use this? Can I use this? Aren't you usually a dermatologist? Aren't you usually a dermatologist? His grandmother was an environmentalist. His grandmother was an environmentalist. If it's not dangerous, I'll go out. If it's not dangerous, I'll go out. We saw them at the concert. We saw them at the concert. The movie starts at 8 p.m. The movie starts at 8 p.m. Another thing? Another thing? She's going to dance class next week. She's going to dance class next week. My sister doesn't eat meat. My sister doesn't eat meat. We take advantage. We take advantage. Which language do you think? Which language do you think? Do you think I'm cute? Do you think I'm cute? By the time they arrive, we'll be long gone. By the time they arrive, we'll be long gone. I will do the grocery shopping on the way home. I will do the grocery shopping on the way home. They don't know. They don't know. Sometimes he didn't win. Sometimes he didn't win. I'll be watching TV at 9 p.m. I'll be watching TV at 9 p.m. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Let me know if you have any dietary restrictions. Let me know if you have any dietary restrictions. If they invite us, we'll join the party. If they invite us, we'll join the party. Couldn't he be a poet then? Couldn't he be a poet then? I will not help. I will not help. Commit after 4 days? Commit after 4 days? Could you please send me the agenda of the meeting? Could you please send me the agenda of the meeting? Do you have a vegan cheese option? Do you have a vegan cheese option? I'm reading my favorite author's book. I'm reading my favorite author's book. We need to finish this project before the given date. We need to finish this project before the given date. Are you close? Are you close? Do you ever eat takeaways? Do you ever eat takeaways? Is there anything you want to ask? Is there anything you want to ask? It is 7:15. It is 7:15. They held a picnic to celebrate their anniversary. They held a picnic to celebrate their anniversary. Will it extend? Will it extend? You go to the river to fish. You go to the river to fish. 10-2. 10-2. You may not have been a songwriter before. You may not have been a songwriter before. What should I do? What should I do? His kids were cops. His kids were cops. Fear of failure is holding me back. Fear of failure is holding me back. Will you be a songwriter later? Will you be a songwriter later? He didn't start. He didn't start. I was leaving. I was leaving. Wasn't she a masseuse 2 minutes ago? Wasn't she a masseuse 2 minutes ago? His health is improving after the surgery. His health is improving after the surgery. Did they finish the project before the deadline? Did they finish the project before the deadline? Despite 10 years will not worry. 10 years will not worry. The concert will take place at the stadium tomorrow. The concert will take place at the stadium tomorrow. There are not enough seats in the theater. There are not enough seats in the theater. Where? I shouldn't look sooner. I shouldn't look sooner. Couldn't he be a psychiatrist last year? Couldn't he be a psychiatrist last year? Can I use my smartphone for payment? Can I use my smartphone for payment? His wife was a mechanic. His wife was a mechanic. We'll be back in a week. We'll be back in a week. To ground you. To ground you. How much is a pack of chips? How much is a pack of chips? Should they forget? Should they forget? How many countries have you visited? How many countries have you visited? I believe honesty is more important than success. I believe honesty is more important than success. Let me think. Let me think. You should have obeyed the traffic rules. You should have obeyed the traffic rules. Could you send me the agenda for the next meeting? Could you send me the agenda for the next meeting? I'm shy, so I'll avoid eye contact. I'm shy, so I'll avoid eye contact. It's great to be back home. It's great to be back home. That diary name? That diary name? Understood? Understood? Won't be defeated. Won't be defeated. We're throwing a party next Saturday. We're throwing a party next Saturday. Where is the nearest bus stop? Where is the nearest bus stop? We were waiting in line for concert tickets. We were waiting in line for concert tickets. I sent an email. I sent an email. You will be examined in 3 weeks. You will be examined in 3 weeks. I will not kiss at noon. I will not kiss at noon. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Sarah listened to music all day. Sarah listened to music all day. I'm proud. I'm proud. He won't buy the car until he takes it for a test drive. He won't buy the car until he takes it for a test drive. Do you want an apple? Do you want an apple? If you eat too much, you will feel sick. If you eat too much, you will feel sick. Learning English can be exciting. Learning English can be exciting. I will try. I will try. Is your grandfather a bartender? Is your grandfather a bartender? I have already finished my homework, he said to his friend. I have already finished my homework, he said to his friend. My sister is reading a book in her room. My sister is reading a book in her room. Can it renew sometimes? Can it renew sometimes? The dress she's wearing is beautiful. The dress she's wearing is beautiful. You can wash it in the dishwasher at dusk. You can wash it in the dishwasher at dusk. See you later. See you later. The water is too shallow for diving. The water is too shallow for diving. It's time to take your medications. It's time to take your medications. Was he rehearsing his presentation before the meeting? Was he rehearsing his presentation before the meeting? How about trying that new cafe downtown? How about trying that new cafe downtown? I do not have much time. I do not have much time. Weekly streamer? Weekly streamer? They watch the news every morning. They watch the news every morning. Wound. Wound. He is a professional athlete and trains every day. He is a professional athlete and trains every day. You shouldn't dance at noon. You shouldn't dance at noon. Should they listen? Should they listen? Can't they normally do science? Can't they normally do science? No, it doesn't have. No, it doesn't have. What should I do now? What should I do now? These people are in the park. These people are in the park. To be honest, were our children self-employed? Were our children self-employed? Teachers will teach students all day. Teachers will teach students all day. If I have time, I will help you with your project. If I have time, I will help you with your project. I have to skip to another meeting. I have to skip to another meeting. What does car mean in English? What does car mean in English? I was going to the market. I was going to the market. How to say hello in English? How to say hello in English? The price of our rooms is $100 per night. The price of our rooms is $100 per night. I wish I had more time to spend with my family. I wish I had more time to spend with my family. Could you please double-check the figures before presenting them? Could you please double-check the figures before presenting them? His grandfather was a columnist. His grandfather was a columnist. You should have asked for help when you needed it. You should have asked for help when you needed it. Should show. Should show. Was his stepfather a rower? Was his stepfather a rower? He will retire when he turns 60. He will retire when he turns 60. Scalable. Scalable. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? I had studied mathematics. I had studied mathematics. I can vote. I can vote. He needs to call his family. He needs to call his family. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. Can you test normally? Can you test normally? You should explain. You should explain. Didn't he go to jail often? Didn't he go to jail often? I'm determined to win this time. I'm determined to win this time. Is your grandfather an officer? Is your grandfather an officer? I have a coffee when I get home. I have a coffee when I get home. Can you make a reservation? Can you make a reservation? Temporary. Temporary. I will taste something sweet. I will taste something sweet. Your grandparents are sailors. Your grandparents are sailors. I can play video games after I finish my homework. I can play video games after I finish my homework. Was he analyzing? Was he analyzing? I don't mean that. I don't mean that. For I will sleep. For I will sleep. He has been working on his novel for months. He has been working on his novel for months. Manners. Manners. Who is our friend? Who is our friend? The party preparation took all day. The party preparation took all day. Who is our friend? Who is our friend? They hate doing laundry. They hate doing laundry. If I were a famous athlete, I would inspire others to play sports. If I were a famous athlete, I would inspire others to play sports. Can they handle it? Can they handle it? I participated in a photography competition to showcase my work. I participated in a photography competition to showcase my work. There is little time to have lunch between classes. There is little time to have lunch between classes. How can I say? How can I say? Can you rate your pain from 1 to 10? Can you rate your pain from 1 to 10? I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. I am also good. I am also good. He went to the beach to relax and sunbathe. He went to the beach to relax and sunbathe. What will you be doing at this time tomorrow? What will you be doing at this time tomorrow? After 5 nights, we may not be the housekeeper. After 5 nights, we may not be the housekeeper. We visit the beach every summer. We visit the beach every summer. If it doesn't get dark, I'll go out. If it doesn't get dark, I'll go out. The baby smiled for the first time. The baby smiled for the first time. If he had worked harder, he would have gotten a scholarship. If he had worked harder, he would have gotten a scholarship. He was born on a sunny day. He was born on a sunny day. I'm counting the days until that day. I'm counting the days until that day. Mary and I are going shopping. Mary and I are going shopping. I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired. To them. To them. I'm meeting with my counselor next week. I'm meeting with my counselor next week. No problem. I'm happy to help. No problem. I'm happy to help. Let me introduce you to the team. Let me introduce you to the team. We will continue to create more documents. We will continue to create more documents. You can't come after 3 weeks. You can't come after 3 weeks. What are the changes in your life? What are the changes in your life? For our team. For our team. He always takes a nap after lunch. He always takes a nap after lunch. They were able to accept the terms of the contract. They were able to accept the terms of the contract. Fun. Fun. He has great talent. He has great talent. Our children are environmentalists. Our children are environmentalists. Did you recognize me at 2 o'clock the night before? Did you recognize me at 2 o'clock the night before? I'm not a clown, I'm just curious. I'm not a clown, I'm just curious. Is there anything I should do before the surgery? Is there anything I should do before the surgery? Again. Again. The movie, which was released last week, is a complete comedy. The movie, which was released last week, is a complete comedy. Did not stay at noon. Did not stay at noon. Do you want to come to the party? Do you want to come to the party? I wish they'd joined a sports team in high school. I wish they'd joined a sports team in high school. I work at the computer all day. I work at the computer all day. He is a chef and owns his own restaurant. He is a chef and owns his own restaurant. Let's go get some paint. Let's go get some paint. A limited number of tickets are available for the concert. A limited number of tickets are available for the concert. They have little experience to run the project. They have little experience to run the project. Can you babysit every year? Can you babysit every year? Is a naturalist at dawn. Is a naturalist at dawn. Then 1 in the morning it wouldn't shake. Then 1 in the morning it wouldn't shake. We are planning a trip to Europe next year. We are planning a trip to Europe next year. I have to answer. I have to answer. His half-brother became ambassador. His half-brother became ambassador. They have loads of food for the party. They have loads of food for the party. Which house is yours? Which house is yours? I am a widow. I am a widow. They have never been to Asia. They have never been to Asia. Your nephew is a psychiatrist. Your nephew is a psychiatrist. They watched a movie on Netflix. They watched a movie on Netflix. I do not know how to tell. I do not know how to tell. The house they bought is near the beach. The house they bought is near the beach. The plane took off from the runway. The plane took off from the runway. Shouldn't I be a sports reporter then? Shouldn't I be a sports reporter then? I know they don't love me. I know they don't love me. What do you want? What do you want? Schools are closed if it snows a lot. Schools are closed if it snows a lot. You are very active. You are very active. The exam was very difficult for most students. The exam was very difficult for most students. I have to log in after 3 minutes. I have to log in after 3 minutes. At the end of the day, they will have finished their homework. At the end of the day, they will have finished their homework. He works hard to support his family. He works hard to support his family. He started jogging every morning to improve his health. He started jogging every morning to improve his health. Are we baristas next year? Are we baristas next year? He's not coming to the party, is he? He's not coming to the party, is he? May not heal. May not heal. I watched a movie last night. I watched a movie last night. It shouldn't matter after one night. It shouldn't matter after one night. They had already packed their bags before the trip was cancelled. They had already packed their bags before the trip was cancelled. We're going on a camping trip next weekend. We're going on a camping trip next weekend. May not work. May not work. We're throwing a party this weekend. We're throwing a party this weekend. Shouldn't I cry? Shouldn't I cry? You are always welcome. You are always welcome. Are we rarely worthy? Are we rarely worthy? You should not share your passwords with anyone. You should not share your passwords with anyone. Consistency in yoga practice leads to greater flexibility. Consistency in yoga practice leads to greater flexibility. Type of job functions. Type of job functions. Are they nighttime industrialists? Are they nighttime industrialists? I'm going on a date tonight. I'm going on a date tonight. Is our spouse a locksmith? Is our spouse a locksmith? Were you the manager then? Were you the manager then? If you feel overwhelmed, you should take a break. If you feel overwhelmed, you should take a break. He decided to run to clear his mind. He decided to run to clear his mind. I'm not sure I can do this. I'm not sure I can do this. We had the plumber fix the leaking pipe. We had the plumber fix the leaking pipe. What food do you usually eat? What food do you usually eat? I'll call you as soon as I get home. I'll call you as soon as I get home. It has a short fuse. It has a short fuse. Is your husband a landscape architect? Is your husband a landscape architect? Not used after 2 hours? Not used after 2 hours? You rarely watch movies. You rarely watch movies. Don't they sometimes? Don't they sometimes? No salesperson in 5 weeks? No salesperson in 5 weeks? I was confused. I was sorry. I was confused. I was sorry. Could they be headhunters? Could they be headhunters? I will go to the shop tomorrow. I will go to the shop tomorrow. Can you win in the nighttime? Can you win in the nighttime? His cousins were lobbyists. His cousins were lobbyists. If he spoke Spanish, he would work as a translator. If he spoke Spanish, he would work as a translator. What is his name? What is his name? Is her husband a priest? Is her husband a priest? The dog chased its tail. The dog chased its tail. It may jump soon. It may jump soon. They sat in the front row to watch the concert. They sat in the front row to watch the concert. Although expensive, this smartphone has incredible features. Although expensive, this smartphone has incredible features. Mechanic is repairing the engine of the car. Mechanic is repairing the engine of the car. If it snows tomorrow, we can go skiing. If it snows tomorrow, we can go skiing. I was trying. I was trying. The baby sleeps in the crib. The baby sleeps in the crib. He was fixing his car in the garage. He was fixing his car in the garage. He will study medicine at university. He will study medicine at university. Susanna didn't say anything to you. Susanna didn't say anything to you. We went to the mountains and went hiking. We went to the mountains and went hiking. Can't I usually not matter? Can't I usually not matter? Couldn't he have been a lifeguard a week ago? Couldn't he have been a lifeguard a week ago? Should it be weekly? Should it be weekly? If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. Download. Download. The student selected for the role played the lead character. The student selected for the role played the lead character. Which game should we play? Which game should we play? It won't block after 3 seconds. It won't block after 3 seconds. I am not bothered. I am not bothered. His brother-in-law is president. His brother-in-law is president. They should have listened to the teacher's instructions. They should have listened to the teacher's instructions. He is looking after his sick mother. He is looking after his sick mother. The end of the road is near. The end of the road is near. Shouldn't they be thanked? Shouldn't they be thanked? Should it be the announcer? Should it be the announcer? I need a hospital bed at home. I need a hospital bed at home. Can you bring me a menu? Can you bring me a menu? How many fish are in the aquarium? How many fish are in the aquarium? It is normal for children to go to school. It is normal for children to go to school. I feel dizzy. I feel dizzy. How many brands were affected? How many brands were affected? Could you make my steak rare, please? Could you make my steak rare, please? Raw pork. Raw pork. He sat on the bench in the park and read a book. He sat on the bench in the park and read a book. You enjoy watching movies, don't you? You enjoy watching movies, don't you? If it gets cold, I won't go out. If it gets cold, I won't go out. As you see. As you see. Shouldn't he hold? Shouldn't he hold? I need to buy some groceries from the supermarket. I need to buy some groceries from the supermarket. Discussion topics. Discussion topics. I am silent. I am silent. The dog's tail wags. The dog's tail wags. I may not be a journalist every month. I may not be a journalist every month. A page is missing. A page is missing. I guess it will rain later. I guess it will rain later. Not a journeyman in the twilight? Not a journeyman in the twilight? Which movie genre do you like the most? Which movie genre do you like the most? If it's not muddy, I'll go out. If it's not muddy, I'll go out. I am absolutely sure. I am absolutely sure. I have a runny nose. I have a runny nose. Indispensable. Indispensable. Can't I survive the night? Can't I survive the night? Base layer did not. Base layer did not. Is there a senior citizen discount? Is there a senior citizen discount? I enjoy spending time with my family. I enjoy spending time with my family. Can I bring you something else? Can I bring you something else? I taught myself to swim. I taught myself to swim. I missed the bus and was late for the meeting as a result. I missed the bus and was late for the meeting as a result. They will study for the exam tomorrow. They will study for the exam tomorrow. That lantern after 4 nights. That lantern after 4 nights. Can he make a call after 4 days? Can he make a call after 4 days? We'll clean. We'll clean. Let me know if you want to hang out sometime. Let me know if you want to hang out sometime. My grandfather was a banker. My grandfather was a banker. I have a lot of love. I have a lot of love. This is a huge query. This is a huge query. What kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you like? Will I destroy it next year? Will I destroy it next year? Don't they get it after 4 years? Don't they get it after 4 years? So hot. So hot. He's going very fast on this road. He's going very fast on this road. Shouldn't he be recovering soon? Shouldn't he be recovering soon? He took a nap in the afternoon. He took a nap in the afternoon. I am having lunch with my friends. I am having lunch with my friends. The movie, which was released last week, is a complete comedy. The movie, which was released last week, is a complete comedy. I will try. I will try. Didn't I model now? Didn't I model now? Do you want to play football with me? Do you want to play football with me? I'm going to the zoo. I'm going to the zoo.